Mickey, thanks for joining us. Gaffer's not available just now, so we're going to start where we normally do and ask what's your thoughts across the breadth of the 90 minutes?
Disappointing. We've lost a game of football. We've not had to deal with that too often this season, and it's never nice losing. So we're all disappointed in there because we know that the standards that we've set this season, we were below that, and in this league, if you drop below the standards that you've got, you're not going to win games of football.
A really stop-start game of football. It just seemed from the sidelines that we just never found our groove. Is that what you were kind of scratching your head about? How do we influence that from the side?
Yeah, listen, when we're at it, it's quite free-flowing and we're creating chances. I don't think we created too many chances today. We huffed and puffed in the second half early on especially, and then the last few minutes put them under a little bit of pressure, but not really. I don't think their goalkeeper really had a save to make through the course of the 90 minutes. So that's disappointment from our point of view, you know what I mean. But we'll dust ourselves down. We've got a full week's training. We'll work hard because I know what the boys will be like and they want to put that right. The last time we suffered the defeat was here again. And hopefully we can do the same thing, go on a 16-17 game unbeaten run from now to the end of the season.
It seems that Airdrie have got our numbers. They kind of matched us up and just kind of got the better of us in terms of where the ball was falling and how they used it, how they made use of that one key opportunity as well.
I think they won the lion's share of the second ball, and in games like that when there's not a lot of football getting played, it's often the team that wins the most second balls that creates the most chances. They took their chance when it came along, and we never really had a chance when it did. It didn't come along for us to take.
Are the team a wee bit leggy just now? Do we need a week's break between games?
Listen, see, when you're winning games of football, you're not tired. And you want the next game to come as soon as possible. We fell below our standards. We weren't quite at it. You could look into it. You always do. You never look into it when you win games of football so much. You know what I mean? You just go, yep, we've won a game, we'll go on to the next one. But when you lose a game, you analyse it really in depth, and then you might see things that maybe weren't quite there. So upon reflection, when we'll look at the game back again, we might say we weren't that bad, but at this moment in time we're hurting because we've lost a game of football, and we never want to do that.
Andy McNeil comes in for Big Kev, and certainly seemed that he deputised very well, made a lot of good decisions.
Listen, he never put a foot wrong. I think he deserved, on his performance, he deserved a clean sheet, but it wasn't to be. He pulled off a fantastic save in the first half, and any time the ball's come back with it, he's dealt with it calm and collected, and I suppose that comes from him getting experience and playing week in, week out, which he was doing at Edinburgh.
It didn't seem the most kind of agricultural game, but I think we've seen 7 yellow cards and a red card at the end as well. What's your thoughts there?
Well, I think the ref got caught up in it in the second half especially, and brandished a few cards that probably didn't need and warrant, and because of that, second half never really got going, did it?
Red card at the end for Ross Millen, and I believe you only found about that as you're walking up the tunnel.
Pretty much. I went over to shake the referee's hand, which, as you do, win, lose or draw, and then he alluded to tell me that our number 4 had been sent off, and then walked away before I got a chance to ask him the reason behind it. So I'm sure we'll get that in the report.
How do we navigate this blip? We know there's going to be blips along the road. In some ways, there's a blip that we overcome, but we've got a wee bit of break in that Morton have done us a favour at the top of the league.
Listen, the only favours that anybody can do is ourselves. You know what I mean? Whatever happens elsewhere is immaterial. If we look after ourselves and we get back to playing the way that we're capable, that we've done most of the season, we'll be alright.